Not much, because both they have the ability to drop and play football. I don't like the strikers. You will be on the box, waiting the ball, arrive and score a goal. I think even for them it's boring. If you ask them, they want to touch the ball, they want to play what they want to play, and this is what they try to do. And after, they have a special sense, smell, quality to score a goal. They will do the rest. I cannot teach much Erling or Julian, to score goals. They know exactly what to do. What they have to do as a team to create, or to produce more amount of moments close to the box, the opponent box, to score goals.
Yo gang, it's your boy YoungMully back with a bang, and check this shit out, man. Now, these comments were made by none other but Pep Guardiola after the game of Liverpool and Manchester City in the Community Shield. And even though we all know this is just a motherfucking friendly, like Klopp described it, if you win is a trophy and if you lose it's just a friendly. Now, having said this though, there's been a lot of criticism coming to Haaland's way for his performance against Liverpool. Even though it's just one game, he just landed in England. You know how the up fans move out here? And the journalists were asking Guardiola how is he planning to use Haaland. And this is why he told them he likes players or strikers that are involved in the play. He says he finds it personally boring to just wait in the box, and that he can't really teach Haaland or Alvarez how to score goals. Because if there's anything they can do, it's precisely that. So, having said this though, first thing first, this motherfucker looked huge on that pitch. I don't know if he's still growing, because after all he's just turned 22 years old, and as y'all already might know, it's said to be that guys are able to grow taller well into their 20s. Now, the thing is, the figures very much speak for themselves for Haaland in that game against Liverpool. He had 16 touches all evening, no headers or interceptions won, and 7 completed passes throughout the game. Now, these figures would be pretty poor in any professional team, but in a team like Manchester City, where they hold up the majority of the possession in 15 out of 10 games, man, that's quite abysmal. Now the question is this Haaland's fault? No, of course not. The evidence we've seen so far is Haaland is one of the best young talents in the world, if not the best. But the thing is, this homie gotta adapt to what Pep is asking him, because in Manchester City, his link-up play will be scrutinized. Pep will want him to be involved in the play like Aguero and Gabriel did. And that means for sure, he has to adapt to the team. But having said this though, the team also has to adapt to Haaland's strength, because he's a way bigger player in frame than Gabriel and Aguero were. Plus, they have different qualities. And not to mention Manchester City, over the last 2 years, they've been playing with a false 9. And for the first time in the last 2 seasons, they will have a proper number 9. So that means they gotta put more crosses in, more balls in the box, and the transition from defense to attack has to be faster as well. Because one thing about Haaland is, this motherfucker fast. And how many times have we seen this homie play on the shoulder of the last defender, time his run, get a through ball, and meet the keeper one-on-one. On the counter attack, he has some pace to burn. So this means Manchester City have to alter the way they are playing football. Because on Sunday, bruh, against Liverpool, or was it Saturday, man, don't even matter, like, he just looked like a cucumber out here. Now, the good news is, fortunately, Haaland looks sound technically. He ain't a Lukaku. He don't look like someone who's playing with the team zone, and I reckon Pep will work day and night to improve that even further, because teams against Manchester City more often than not always play a low block. That means, unlike in Dortmund, he will have less space in behind of the defense, and that means his link-up play, his hold-up play will be more crucial. And lastly but not least, the Premier League has shown us over the years the margins between first place and second place is slim, is a fine damn line. Points dropped in August will be just as crucial as points dropped in May. And Manchester City, having lost Gabriel and Sterling, who both scored double figures last year, will need to replace their goals ASAP pronto. And it will be fascinating, gang. It will be really fascinating to see how fast will Haaland and Manchester City will adapt to each other. Because even though it was a friendly, as some might say, on Saturday, man, that shit really didn't click. I wouldn't hold my breath against these motherfuckers, because y'all know Pep Guardiola, he will do some shit to this thing. This is not the first time he had this kind of a striker. He made it work with Lewandowski. I wouldn't be surprised if Haaland started banging goals left and right. But time will tell us how this shit will turn out to be, because Liverpool are looking really good. And if Manchester City want to challenge for the Premier League title this season, if they really want to win it, they gotta make this transition smooth as possible, because Liverpool, man, they're hungry after the L's they took last season. They'll be eager to have a fast start, and it will just be interesting to see how the whole thing unfolds, man. But what do y'all think, man? Who do y'all think is the favorite to lift the Premier League title this season? The league is starting today with none other than Arsenal and Crystal Palace. So hit me up with the thoughts in the comment box, like and subscribe, and it's good to be back, man. I've been in Portugal and England, you know what I'm saying? Chasing and trying to pipe some tatties. You know how that should go, but it's good to be back, y'all. So hit me up with the thoughts in the comment box. It's your boy YoungMully, and it's lit.